You're watching Truth versus Hype. The rise in petrol prices has seen the usual protests from the opposition and even UPA allies, with the government invoking rising global prices and a falling rupee to defend its decision. Over the next 30 minutes, we'll decode the complex maze of fuel pricing to ask, was such a large hike inevitable? Is the opposition justified in taking to the streets? Are oil companies really bankrupt? And are Indians paying too little, as the government claims, or in fact too much for the price of fuel? Let's look at what can't be contested of the government's claims. Crude oil prices have risen from $50 a barrel to about double that in 3 years. And the rupee is now trading at 56 to a dollar. And since we import about 80% of our fuel, it's cast iron logic for a price hike. But if one takes a deeper look at how much of a hike and who's paying for it, it becomes a complicated technical debate in which every aspect is questioned. Some say that's part of the problem. An exercise which should be transparent and clear has become so complex that even those who are taking decisions seem unaware of its intricacies. Let's start with the basics. Oil companies import crude and turn it into petrol or diesel. Oil companies say that at current global prices, the cost of a litre of imported crude is about 36 rupees. Add about 6 rupees or so to refine it and commissions, the sale price works out to about 43 rupees a litre for petrol and just over that for diesel.
When the price is high, international price is high.
Some question even this first step of pricing, saying it pushes up the price.
Today, the pricing methodology, which was questioned by the Parliamentary Standing Committee, because the pricing is being done based on the international traded price of petroleum products, not crude. So this basic preamble is wrong.
Here's the next anomaly that's pushing up the price of petrol from 43 rupees to the current almost 80 rupees. That jump obviously comes from taxes, central ones like excise and customs, and state taxes like VAT. Totally, taxes make up nearly 42% or almost half the price of a litre of petrol. Diesel has lower taxes because it's subsidized, but overall, studies have found that in India, taxes on petrol and diesel are higher than developed countries like the US and Japan. The government has been urging state governments to cut state taxes. But why don't they cut central taxes? Now, customs duty on crude oil is something which is under the centre's control, and you remove that. You brought it down to 0 from 5%. But you're still charging a 14 rupee excise on a litre of petrol. Surely that can be reduced as well.
There has to be a logical explanation to that. After all, the government has to balance their sheets also, and somewhere the government has to earn money.
As for those opposing the hike, why the reluctance to cut taxes in the states they rule? Among the top 10 states which levy the highest VAT on petrol in India is BJP-ruled Karnataka with a VAT of 30%.
It is the responsibility of the central government to see that the hike is withdrawn. It's not the responsibility of the state government.
As is Gujarat with 25% VAT on petrol.
You are also aware that this is a matter of overall policy of the tax, how do we plan tax basket. So if it is so required, we will review it appropriately.
And Punjab with a VAT of over 32% on petrol. We asked protesting ADMK cadres why their government can't reduce the 27% rate of VAT on petrol.
Some states have reduced VAT. Will Tamil Nadu also consider reducing VAT?
That is depending upon the policy. Central CM will decide about it. So now we want them to reduce the price to the lowest possible. Not 1 rupee or 50 paise like that.
After Mamta Banerjee took to the streets, she could have gone back to office and reduced a 26% VAT on petrol, but she didn't. The Congress has got some of its states to fall in line. Rajasthan, Uttaranchal and Delhi have cut or plan to cut VAT on petrol. But the state which charges the highest rate of VAT is a Congress-ruled state, Andhra Pradesh, 33%.
Well, we have Karnataka, we have all, I'm saying
But
they're all
can't you-
states.
Can you
that
at least
well,
influence
Karnataka is
your states with the
I
ones
think some
ruled by the
state-
Congress?
I think some states have already done that.
India continues to have amongst the highest taxes on petroleum products in the world.
We've also got in the world probably the largest demand for expenditure on social sector and anti-poverty programs.
Do you have the NDTV Profit app? All the markets, all the news and your own homemade, ready-made portfolio available there for you.
We will right now answer what you should sell, what you should buy when markets are down.
Download at ndtvprofit.com/apps. Get the best app from the channel you trust.